What makes the world go round is top about that cha-ching sound like we count bills by the pound is we can't stop cause we live it for the money. What makes the world go round is top about that cha-ching sound like we count bills by the pound is
Today we came to this beautiful city of Playa del Carmen. We're at the Xcaret Park and we are going to test out the brand new Osmo Action 4 from DJI. We're going to just see how good this thing actually is. One of the main reasons I got this instead of the GoPro 12 is because I wanted something that I could touch the screen on the back when my hands are wet, because we are going to be going in the underground rivers today. And I also wanted something that was going to be really good with low light, and this camera just seems to be a better choice for low light than the GoPro 12. So let's go get our life preservers, let's go hit up these rivers, and let's just see how good this camera really is.
don't stop, rock the block, cause once we get started then we just can't stop. And when you see the Lamborghini then you know what's up, because cheap is cheap and the talk is talk, yeah. Now we chilling on a cruise ship, take a jet to Korea, how we do it. All the players are playing the game.
So we're really going to test the low light now on this one. We're completely in the dark, so is it doing anything at all? I don't know. Oh wow, that low light enhancement's crazy. Yeah. So we're completely in the dark except for a couple lights on the ground. This is now not doing great. When you have it in like log footage, it doesn't do this auto enhancement for nighttime. It only does that in normal mode, so we're gonna just go to normal mode for the rest of the video. Do you wanna go in first? Oh, definitely colder than I was expecting it to be.
After all that heat.
And I can't reach the bottom. Yeah. Oh wow. I was expecting to like walk the whole time on the ground.
It's like river swimming.
Yeah. So we bought these like water shoes because we thought that we're gonna be walking on the ground through the river.
It's swimming. You're swimming.
I'm like a foot away from the bottom for sure. We're getting really close to the waterfall. Moving like a quarter of a mile an hour. I'll go first. That's definitely salty.
Oh, that was nice.
Oh, is there a turn? We have two different trails. We're in the ultra wide now. The ultra wide, you can get quite a bit of everything in the frame. Why did you spin?
I don't know.
Let's see what the underwater is on this with the ultra wide.
Tell me about this camera.
Yeah, don't forget that this is a gear review. This is not a travel video. It might look like a travel video, but it's a gear review. And this low light, I knew that underwater river obviously was going to be
Dark.
underground, not underwater river.
Underwater river.
What I didn't expect is how good the low light would be on this camera. Now the really impressive thing about this camera for sure that I think is that it has this auto enhance for low light. It only works when you're in like normal color mode, so it doesn't work in log footage in the D-Log. So it'd be kind of, I guess it would be kind of a good test to see if the D-Log would actually be better in post. But when it comes up on the screen, it looks like we're in like half daylight when we're in like a cavern sometimes. So I'm actually pretty impressed by that. So if you guys are looking for a low light video test, I think this has definitely been the right choice for an environment to do it at.
Yeah.
I'm also very tired for swimming with one hand. If you guys bring an action camera to a place like this, beware you're swimming one-handed. Here's my thumbnail. Alright, so we got to the end of the river. We are going to go do some other stuff, test out some more stuff with this camera as well. But, photo op. But Andrew, the real question is, how does it fare for filming monkeys?
I would on the handrail rate it very high. 10 out of
Should we show that clip? Should we?
Monkeys approve.
Yeah. Human tested, monkeys approved. Let's check that clip.
Oh my god, do we have some fruit for it?
You don't like that one? Why not? Not interested? Don't let the little one get in. Oh, okay, the door's shut. Hi. I mean, DJI Osmo.
Anyways, we're going to test the low light one more time. Last time I started this video with the D-Log M on. This time we're going to use the regular normal setting because it does have that auto light, low light enhancement. So we're going to try that instead. Looks like our walk-in, the ride already starts because the water level is high.
This is how you get used to the cold.
Yeah, well that's kind of weird though actually. Look, water flooding.
You think it's supposed to do that?
No.
Or you think it's just...
I think the water level is just high. Are you going to get in right here? Okay. Let's do it. Yep.
Wait, do you want me to hold it while I jump in? Would that be cooler?
This is, I guess, a test to see how good the microphone sounds after it gets wet. I'm not sure if it's clear yet or not. Because you did get in and it went underwater, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so can you hear me now, or do I sound like I'm like coming from outer space and underwater in a plastic bag or something? Alright, we have enabled low light enhancement. How does it look?
Is it enhanced?
It's not terribly dark right now, but it's still, it's not really in sunlight by any means either. I think, it's hard to tell because when you look in the screen, everything looks really good. So it's going to be really intriguing to see what this looks like in the computer. Okay, here comes a real good test because we're about to enter a cave. Here, like, highlights, low lights, watch it adjust. That's just amazing.
Huh.
So yeah, right now we're in a dark cave. There's a couple little lights in the water, but those couple lights are absolutely making it bright as can be in here. It's going to be amazing when we get home and we check the footage on this to see if it actually is looking good. Right now we're obviously in like the middle of the dark cave, so, and I have one light, so it's not going to look great, but Having a small sensor camera like this actually kind of perform in low light, that's going to be a huge game changer for action cameras. So this one I think has got that. GoPro, not so much. So what do you guys think? Was the low light on this camera worth switching to this camera over the GoPro? Honestly, I think at this point, without even seeing it on the computer, I think so. So just the ability to actually be able to touch the back of the screen when your hands are wet or when you're in water is kind of like a must in an action camera. This camera can do it. The GoPro can't. So that's a huge win for this camera instead. I do really like the magnet mount that this camera sits on, so you can easily switch this from like a tripod to a chest mount or to a drone or whatever you have it set up for. That's really nice that you don't have to like screw around with the thumb screw all the time. I really like that feature. Plus you can switch it to vertical mode really quickly as well, as long as you have the outside case on. So all in all, just like the Osmo Action 4 is just better than the GoPro to me in almost every single way. So when it comes down to choosing one of these cameras, like, they're both the same price. They both have a lot of the same features. They both have unbelievably good stabilization. It's kind of just a preference. Like, I personally like the D-Log M on this camera, so you can actually grade your footage yourself. But I do kind of think that like standard normal coloring on the GoPro might be a slightly bit better, but the Action Osmo 4 is also a wider camera too, because if you put that stabilization in on the GoPro, it does zoom in quite a bit. So I just think all in all, like the Osmo Action 4 is just a much better action camera over the GoPro. That's just my opinion though. Alright guys, so that's the Osmo Action 4. If you guys have any questions, please leave me a comment down below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to follow along to other gear reviews. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Later.